going on, everyone? Well, I was over on Instagram talking to some people over there because I'm just really frustrated. Obviously, um, as you guys can see, I said everything is dying, and everything is dying. I left. I've had a little bit. I did some water changes, small water changes on my system, and to be quite honest with you, things started looking whatever. And so before I left to go down to Magna or whatever, I did about almost 100-gallon water change, and I came back and it's unbelievable. Um, and I don't know. I'm gonna flip this around and just kind of show you guys what's going on, if I can. So let me see. So I'm gonna zoom in. There you go. Dead. Dead. Pretty much dead. 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 Not dead. Going out to be dead. Um, dead. Uh, Dead. Look at this. Base, tips, dying, dying, dead, dead. Oh, in my chalice down here, stripping dead, candy canes dying, heads coming out my euphilia, dead, um, dead, 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 you know, dead, bonsai starting to die. Look at this. Dying here. Look at that. Rampage stripping. There's 300 bucks just there. Look. Dead. Stuff I just started knocking off. Dead. Dead. Oh, look right there. Dead. Dying. On the side right there. Dying. Monty. Look at this. Piece I knocked off right there is dead. Monty's dying. Back. Look at this. Dead. Like, I'm really just about done, bro. I should have never went out of my, for any, and it's not nothing against y'all. I just should have never went, I should have never did anything different than I've always done in my life. Stick to what I know is the truth. And, that's really pissing me off. It's really a big pill to swallow right now, to be quite honest. Um, Straight voltage, none. Nothing that I've done different outside of two factors: dry rock and salt. Um, what salt were you using? Um, it's part of the hobby. No, it's not. That is not part of the hobby, and not in my case. I've never even had witnessed nothing like that from me ever. Um, that is not part of the hobby. Oh no, I didn't even go there. I didn't even go there. So even my frag tank now, I just did another 40-gallon water change, and go ahead and take the rest of the stuff out and see what happens. Meaning take it out. Let me see. All these corals that I had from my old system are all stripping, dying. Those back there dying. Monty's dying. Monty here's dying. Look at the skin. Dying. Look at this. Dying. Look at all this. Look at how the skin is just melting. Dying. All this is death. death. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? It ain't this. I know for a fact. I've already changed stuff back here. It ain't my water change station. It ain't my calcium reactor. There's nothing in the sump. Nothing. No stray voltage. There was stray voltage, I'd get lit up. Nothing. Nothing. This is beyond BS, man. And I almost didn't want to go live, but you know what? I ain't got nothing to hide. And this ain't no damn clickbait. I'm showing you. This is what's going on. Coralline algae growing though, all this, but all these corals are just whatever. Look, man. I mean, literally. Look at this. I mean, like, look at the Euphilia heads. Look at that. That's what's, I already lost that head. Look at this. Look at that. Losing heads over here. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at these guys. Look what's going on. This is endo. This is shit I've had for a long time. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't know. Oh, there's nothing. There is nothing that I've done different at all. Nothing. These, I'm not trying to bash nothing or no one like this, but I haven't done anything besides a water change, bro. No, they ain't did no damn Windex. That's just ludicrous. That is ludicrous. Trust and believe. Nobody comes in this. No insecticides, none of that around here. Trust and believe. You're talking 1,000 gallons, man. You know how much that it would take to just to budge to make something like this. Listen, when I tell you the only thing I've done was a large water change before so I did a water change prior, and then this started happening. Like, you see, a couple things wasn't looking right. So before I left, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do about 100-gallon water change. That's what, 10% on 1,000 gallons, right? Did that like a day or two. The day before, I think it was the day before I left. It was the day before I left. Went down to Florida, and I came home and looked, and was just like, no effing way. Parameters ain't changing. Everything is on set it, forget it mode. Double checked everything. Everything is looking great. And that's it. No pH, no alkalinity spikes. It's 8.6. It's staying at 8.6. Nothing. No. This is besides even feeding. And that's it. And that's just cubes of food, popped in a thing, so a cup of water, sit on there, let it dissolve, and pour it in. Same routine all the time. So, don't know what's going on. People told me to go live. I was on Instagram. They said, what are you guys' thoughts on it? That's all I can say. I don't know. I'm trying to make a video. I'm trying to put out a video. And I'm just living. I'm just living. What salt do you use? I use reef crystal. I mean, Fritz. Yeah, yeah. The data can tell you. It can show you whatever. You know, if you had spikes in temperature, spikes, you know, whatever, it can tell you. So, um, this is very painful to watch. Let's just say. I'm just. I've never in my existence of reefing seen or witnessed this kind of an event. Oh, that's funny, Garrett. But no, it's not funny. That's uh yeah, I have to mix up some new batch, but that's what I would have to do. Nah, I don't get knocked down. I paid my dues a long time ago. But I guess you still can get knocked down. That's for sure. I'm using Fritz. Nope, I haven't used any hoses, anything like that. Doing what I do, and that's that. I really just need to. I'm thinking about, yeah. I got to figure out something. I need to get a damn skid of salt, something else, reef crystals, something. Make sure filters is fresh. Nothing rust. There's not there. When I say there's the bare minimum, let me just tell you. Fuck it. I mean, you know what? Here, why don't we walk through this real quick? All I have is pumps. Those two pumps there. Okay? Chlorine algae. I got two MP60s and return. Okay? MP60s are out. That's my stuff. Two pumps there. External pump there. No pump, no pump. One heater there. One heater there. My frag racks, rock work, and one J-Bo pump. That is all I have. That is it. As far as anything in the water. That is it. When I tell you guys, keep it simple, yeah, heaters are fine. Double checked them, looked at them. No dead fish. I got cleaner shrimp. You know, if it was copper, lethal doses of copper, why would I be having cleaner shrimp in there? My shrimp are fine. My cleaner shrimp, I got a pair. They just had a bunch of babies about a week ago. Even when this started, you know, doing this stuff. No dead snails. I got big turbos still left over. I took out a lot. Listen, cleaner shrimp, alive. I put turbo snails in, took them all out. I probably got about 10. Guess what? They're all alive. Okay? Heaters are good. I got, two pumps that are actually in the sump. I got two gyres, two MP60s, as far as pumps there, for inside the tank. You guys tell me. That's why I went live. Not to get trolled, but to ask your guys' personal, what else can it be? Well, if the heater cracked, my breakers would be tripping. I would have got the crap shocked out of me. Or it's putting in stray voltage or something like that. The fish would be twitching and jumping because of the stray current. Am I lying, or that doesn't happen? You know, if it's a leaky whatever, even if it was a leaky internal, one of the pumps inside had a crack and water was getting into the motor. Nothing coming in from outside. My neighbors are old. Nobody does anything. My neighbors are old, pretty much on death's door. Old. Literally. And then I look at the rock. Well, if it was, I'm looking at how much rock, right, to volume of water. And that rock has been there for quite some time now. And water changes and dilution then should be pulling that out. And not to mention, I'm running a bunch of carbon right now too. And it's still going. A bunch of carbon. So I'm about to double up on carbon. I got a case of carbon because of the situation. And I'm about to run carbon like it's nobody's business. With all this being said, what are your guys' true thoughts? If this was you, yeah, we can run an ICP, whatever. If you were doing exactly what I was doing, this is why I say keep things simple. This is a real reason right here. Sorry that it's got to happen to me. Reason why I say keep things simple. The bare minimum. Just so you don't have to, if you got 50 million things trying to wing out, you'll never put your finger on it. And look, I got the bare minimum right now. The bare minimum. I'm not blaming my kids. My kids know better, and they don't even, whatever. They're too busy on Fortnite. They don't got nothing to do with the tank. And, you know, the bare minimum. You're talking, and there's another thing. We're talking 1,000 gallons of volume of water. 1,000 gallons, man. Even if you had your armpit in there with a little deodorant on 1,000 gallons, let's just say, ain't gonna wreak havoc like that. And then on top of it, if you see little traces of something and you start running carbon, carbon's gonna bond it up. So, nope. TDS meters, handheld, and one on there is good. It's good. And once again, I'm running carbon through that as well. The storm in Ohio? No. Well, once again, if carbon is very hard about taking copper out, then why is my cleaner strip acting like they're fine? They're not batting an eye at it. When you think if it was a lethal dose of copper, that your cleaner shrimp or anything like that would die? That's just me. That's what I believe. Phosphates are 0.01, and they've been 0.01 because that's exactly what I'm feeding the aquarium. So if I want to bring them up, then I'll just add a little bit more, a couple more cubes of food and stuff like that over time and bring them to 0.02, but they're 0.01. I'm feeding. The tank is dirty, you know. Filter socks are dirty. I leave the filter socks in for a whole week, and it's overflowing because of how much I feed. No, there's no reason, AL, to try everything at once. I mean, there's no reason to panic. What's already happening is happening. Thanks, Deluxe, man. I mean, there's no reason to panic. What's going to happen is going to happen at this point, man. What's happening is happening. I mean, it makes no sense. And you know, the only coral that is standing strong and tall is my pink lemonade. Is the only one that's not batting an eye at anything. It's not stressed, it's not stripping, and it's waving. Ain't that funny? Talk about corals doing push-ups. I don't know. I'm really upset though. Um, yeah, I'm really not in a very good place. No, I'm not doing anything. The only thing I'm gonna do at this point is probably start transitioning back to what I know. Seriously. Yeah, my pink lemonade ain't busting a move. Yeah, I don't have lotion. I don't really put lotion on. You know, I'm a pretty leather guy. Yeah, I hope things get better. Um, I was like this close to just taking a sledgehammer to everything and we'll walk away. Like literally, because I'm just like, are you serious? Is this really happening? And it's something that my gut, I, this was my worst fear, is that tearing down my 300, doing some things just to help others out to see what exactly what's what, and I'm not blaming anybody. I chose to do these experiments and try this to see what other people were experiencing with, you know, going this route and all that. But in some weird way, I had a fear that this was going to happen in some way. I don't know what it was, but I was like, I wasn't, I mean, I'm confident in what I know and what I do. But when you go outside that box, this is how you get screwed. Um, I just don't know. With all that being said, at this point in time, I'm lost because there's nothing when I'm sitting here thinking about it, and when I've been thinking about it, there's nothing that has been done different that would cause a catastrophic event like this. Nothing. So, and then I'm sitting here thinking about the dry rock. Is the dry rock really cause? You know how many people are using dry rock? They have issues. But then the amount of rock I got per volume of water, is it really, you know, how bad is it? I mean, it's bad. Let's look. We'll go through this. Let's go through this together. That's funny, Vinny. That would be definitely odd, Than. So I got heads missing here, starting to miss. Frags going up here. Frags there. Heads coming off here. Dying, dead, dead, dead. Monty over there dying, dead, dead, dead. This is what it's looking like. And I did a water change with this dying. Okay. Dying. Look at the candy canes. Look at that. Like it's melting. Dead. Dead. Okay. Dead. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the skin. Top and bottom. Dying. Dying. Dead. 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 You know how much money this is right here? Look at this. That's the Gulf bonsai dying. All right. Look at the tips on that going. Okay. Monty going. Look at this. Look at this. How this is doing. Dead. Dying. Look at this stuff. Look at this. As if I put acid in the tank. Dying. Look at this. Dying. Look at all this stuff, man. Right here. That is dying. Okay. My Monty slow burn is being burnt and burnt alive, dying. Dying. This is for real. This is what's really happening right now. This is really happening. No DKH swing on the calcium reactor. Look at the monitoring. Nothing's happening. Nothing's doing anything. It's all fine. I mean, I don't know. This is complete BS to me. BS. BS. So I did yeah. Oh, frags, same thing. All the frags are gone. All the frags are pretty much stripped. People that have been in here. Frags, it's tied to the same system. Same things happening. Zoas are okay. Anemone's okay. Like I said, you know what's funny? You know, people think copper, whatever. Well, the Mexican turbo snails are fine. And my cleaner shrimp doing fine. They just had a bunch of babies. Fish are fine. Fish ain't panicking. Fish ain't jumping. I mean, there's nothing in this. There's nothing. Only thing's been done is the water change. No, this started, little signs of this started. I did get some, some boxes of salt, but this all started before a net cleaner. I mean, there's nothing with the net cleaner. I mean, seriously, you're talking 1,000 gallons water volume. Even if you had some deodorant on your armpit. So you stuck your arm in it. That it's not going to do this kind of catastrophic event. It's not. I mean, it's just not. No, when I noticed this, I dropped my intensity of lights down because I didn't want the corals to stress out even more. So I lowered the light intensity a little bit. At the end of the day, you're not going to have this from less intensity. You would do this from going from zero or, small intensity and just pounding the crap out of them. Phosphates are low, 0.01, but they've been riding 0.01. Every time I test, they're riding 0.01. And nitrates are low. And we're feeding it a lot at the end of the day. And the ALK is normal. ALK's at 8.6. Okay, and it rides at 8.6. So, same thing, man. Everything is fine. Temperature's fine. There's just no rhyme or reason for any of this to be happening, to be quite honest. None. None at all. How long did it take for them to turn white? Well, I did this. So I got home yesterday at about 10 o'clock in the morning from Florida. I did a water change. And the only thing the wife, she's not looking. She just got these cups with food, add water from the tank, set it, let it thaw, done. That's the only thing she does. So I did about almost 100 gallons before I left because there was little signs of things that I'm not liking. And when I came home, this was the big event here. This was happening prior. And only thing I've done was these water changes. That's the only thing was done. 2 plates, thanks, man. Oh, there's the wife right there. It's a huge setback. That's what it is. Because there was very important stuff that was in this tank. And it's a big setback. That's what it is. And it's one thing if things were grown out, where I could frag and, have literature of those frags, say like at Tidal Garden, pieces over there. And just for stuff like this tank is new. There's stuff that I was growing and saving to put over there as well. It's a huge setback. That's for sure. So I don't know. I'm not trying to blame anything or in it, but at the same time, it's just like, it's always easy to blame something or someone. But when you know you and you know how you are, and when it comes to reefing and stuff like that, and you did absolutely nothing besides one thing, and the only thing I've changed setting up this system is dry rock and different salt. And to have corals all do that, now that says there's something wrong. That says there's something wrong, majorly something wrong. I swear it's the rock. I believe there is things in the rock that accumulates over the years. Like I said, running carbon. Done some large water changes. Well, 100 gallons, which is 10%, so I won't say large, but that's large for anybody else. Water changes, and PL4 is good. Yeah, don't know. So those are the 2 things that I do know. I've done different ever in reefing, and yeah. I don't know. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts? I mean, I'm basically lost at this point. It's 1 or 2 things. That's all it can be. I have mag is good. I'm not dosing anything right now besides the calcium reactor. Call me Nemo. Why do you say that? No pH swings, man. None. pH is fine. I mean, my average pH is anywhere from 7.95 is my minimum, and my maximum is 8.31, and my average is 8.16. That is my average. My average is exactly my average. It's been my average is 8.67 on my DKH. My minimum is 8.6. My max is 8.75. Did you warm the water? My water stays at temperature. Yeah, I don't just mix and throw in. My pump is used inside to the mag heats the water up as it's mixing. And I still normally just do the water change the next day anyway. So I mix the salt and everything up for about 30 to 40 minutes. At 105 gallons of volume. So I mix it, and then I turn off the recirculating pump and use the internal mixing pump, and that gets the water up to temperature to about 79 degrees, 78, 79 degrees to be quite honest, overnight. So that's that. I didn't say, I don't know what you're talking about, Carmen. Please explain why the salt is not the issue. I didn't say it wasn't the issue. I don't know what the issue is. Only issues that it can be is the salt in the rock. Those are the only two issues that it can be. And then when I think about the rock work versus the water volume, I don't know, but I need you to send me one. That's what I need you to do. Who's that? Either Greg or Ken, Saltwater Aquarium. Send me one out ASAP. I'm using for nitrates Red Sea because I think that's the best one for the nitrates, and Hannah for phosphate. So I got the ultra low phosphorus and phosphates. When it comes to that. Yeah. So those are the ones I use. It's not the rock, brother. Here's the thing. So I'm always looking at stuff to value. You know what I mean? Like this to the volume of this. And the dilution of, if this was leaching this, the dilution of it still wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem all like that. Okay? Let's just face it. It just wouldn't. All right, I appreciate it because yeah, I'm gonna do a couple. I think I'm gonna do one for the salt mix and one for just the tank or something, and maybe some follow-ups. I don't know. Oh, you guys wanted me to do an ICP test, right? You guys got your wish on that one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. Not at all. But, you know, if they give us something. Yeah, Jamie left one. They wasn't going to use it, but, you know, Obviously, I'm going to use it no matter what. Um, no one has dropped anything in the system. There's nothing. There's nothing. So my system is so plain that it makes everything just easy, and that's what I talk about. You know, keep it simple. That doesn't mean you can't have an apex or, you know, things to check your parameters and watch your parameters and stuff like that. I mean, but what I mean is like certain, you know, pumps, not too many pumps or too many heaters, too many of this, too many of that. I mean, mine is a basic setup. Yeah, it would take a lot of contaminants to mess up that much water body. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You can have deodorant on and get your deodorant in there a little bit and it still ain't gonna wreak havoc like that. And I've been pushing carbon now for a minute, you know, and I'm not even a big carbon fan, just to lock up whatever's going on. It just listen, you don't, even if it was low nutrients, which I ran ultra low nutrients on my last tank, to not to be funny. I mean, it would take a lot of food just to get it to jump up, and then it would show zero. It always showed zero nitrates on my last system. And then phosphates would be 0.01, jump up to 0.05 on a big feeding. Next day we test, it'd be back down to almost zero. And we know it was impossible because I fed a whole ton. And you guys that's been around long enough have watched me just dump endless amounts of food in. And that's the only thing. You know, I can't test for some of these toxins and whatever else. If it's copper, I'll be surprised. I got cleaner shrimp that's doing fine, just had a bunch of babies. My snails are what's left in here that I didn't take out. Mexican turbos are doing fine. I mean, Nerite snails I got in the frag tank. I mean, there's nothing. So I'm kind of curious too. And I don't want to, I'm not trying to, you know, I know I'm just asking you guys what your guys' opinion are. I'm not trying to point the finger at anything yet. I don't know. I would be wrong, you know, to just come out and blatantly just say, you know, oh, it's this, when I really don't know. So we'll just run an ICP test, I guess. See what it says. That's the only thing. What else can I do? To use BRS carbon, it was causing NRT in my system. Any strangers that visited? No, nobody's been here. You can get the water tested for other stuff, but it gets pricey. Yeah, I'm sure it does. But what else I'm supposed to do? You know, at this point, like I'll do whatever. The problem is that can wait till later. You're going to save what you can. No, I'm not saving. Whatever's going to happen at this point, I don't even. It is what it is. If it lives, it lives. If it dies, it dies. We'll get through it at some point. We'll just. I'm good on that. I'm not. I'm so angry and ticked off that whatever's going to happen, whatever don't kill everything will make it stronger, and that'll be better for them in the long run. To you know, the frag system that's connected is R10 and 2. Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Nobody's been here. If you're running any skimmer air, no skimmer air from outside. No skimmer air from outside on this one. So, and there's nobody around here. They're all too old to even do their own yards. Nobody's spraying any pesticides or doing anything like that. And they wasn't anyway, 'cause my neighbor has baby pigeons and stuff. He's like 80 something years old. He still races pigeons. And I mean, he wouldn't put that around his animals anyway. So, And I've used to have 36 chickens running around here. It all points to one thing. No painted walls, none of that. Um, so, CJ, I wonder if anyone else figured this out with dry rock. If somebody had this much going on with dry rock, I don't know if I would necessarily use it. What I've got from dry rock was a lot of, phosphates and stuff like that. Well, and a lot of that happening and people getting all big batches of green hair algae and stuff like that. And yeah, we got some. It was minor. We got it fixed right away. And if it was leaching like that, I mean, the phosphate still is reading with no signs of algae, still reading whatever. No, no, I don't even put when I get off work, I go straight to the shower and, stuff like that. I don't keep my clothes on. That gets stripped right out the door. So I strip right there at the side door. So I ain't carrying that all through the house and grass and all that and go, yeah, that gets straight out the door, picked up, put in the laundry room to go into the whatchamacallit, and I pretty much, get right in the shower. I don't mess with my tank after being out like that, or that's just crazy. That'd be ludicrous. Yes, I do feed heavy. So there's no mold. There's no mold. I mean, humidity gets up, but I've already got a new unit to change out. I'll do a video on that for humidity because my other one's not working up with holding up too well with the new volume of water. But there's no mold, so I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to share. Obviously, I didn't want to make a video about it, so that's for sure. You guys can ponder on it. I don't know what else to say. But I had to show you guys, tell you guys, You figured this out and you saw biggest question in the hobby. Here's what I'm going to do this ICP test. There's going to be chemical changes within the water. When oxygen changes, chemically things are still changing and whatever. I don't know what it's going to say. Unless it's something that's really, really whatever, I don't know what it's going to say. I don't even know where to begin. Are you going to leave the stream up? Yeah, I can leave the stream up. You guys want me to leave it up? I wasn't going to leave it up because I never leave these up. Didn't catch the beginning, but yeah, whatever. Maybe by leaving it up, maybe somebody else got some input and something else that they can, scratch their heads, wrap their heads around and come up with. But I don't know what else to say or do besides just write it out. That's all I can do. Write it out. Let it do what it's going to do and keep it moving. Do you have a microscope? No, I don't have a microscope. Take us to the tank. Didn't catch the beginning, if possible. Caused by daughter throwing a penny in the tank. Well, yeah, well, I can see everything that's in here. The salt's got styrofoam over it to help with humidity, keep humidity down. But yeah, my kids don't play around the aquarium. And then copper, like I said, I do have cleaner shrimp in there. I think they would be screwed up. Or, you know. And then straight voltage, the same thing. I mean, same thing. There's only 2 pumps in there and 2 heaters. And then these 2 pumps. So, polypad, I don't have any. If you saw this, I can probably find out what's going on with mine too. Like I said, there's a whole lot of water to have anything affect an aquarium this bad, to be honest, besides the main element that it takes to keep these animals. And I'm trying really hard not to believe that. That's what I'm trying. I really am. That's all I can say. I'm trying my best to not believe anything like that. So, we'll see. But thought I'd share. I got stuff to do. I'm not in the mood to really, you know, I'm trying to get this other video out and whatever. I'm just, like I said, I'm just really upset at this point. I can understand if heaters failed, it was the middle of winter and temperature dropped to who knows, or, you know, any of that. I would understand that, but I don't, because that ain't the point. That ain't what's happening. That hasn't happened. So, for this just to continue to do like this is just, it's a head scratcher. So, pull out all this dead stuff, or leave it. Leave it, sit there, look at something, the new corals, the ghost white corals. Let it get some coralline algae, be part of the rock work. I don't know, whatever. The temperature of the water is about 77 to 78. Let's go temperature. It's 77.9. So 78. The average, the temperature minimum is 77. The max is 81. The average is 78.19. So, right now. I'm sure you have, but have you checked magnesium? Magnesium levels is fine. My magnesium always stays close to around 1600, and I've always ran my systems like that. Let me tell you, my average on magnesium is 1584.7. Minimum is 1573, maximum 1595. Very seldom do I keep it at 14 or 1350 because I do use mag chips and stuff like that. And it's always been great for me. It worked out great in the calcium reactor. Doing it that way, and obviously it's a good balance because coralline algae is growing like crazy as well. Well, a lot of that stuff doesn't apply to me because I do use a calcium reactor. You know what I mean? So no matter what, is where I set it and it falls down to or creeps up to, it's kind of like set it and forget it. The rest, it just doesn't matter. You know, even doing a water change, it doesn't even matter if it's, you know, mixes up accurate or not, to be quite honest. You know, as far as those parameters. No, I never use gloves. Never use gloves in my aquarium, ever. That RO membrane, that's a brand new unit. And things are testing 0 TDS, handheld and on it's whatchamacallit. So, like I said, I don't know, guys. I'm going to get off here. Appreciate some of your guys' thoughts. If you guys, I don't know. I'm not a reform guy. I don't know if you guys are. You guys, yeah, I don't know. Um, I did a larger water change, about 100 gallons before I left for Florida. Came back. What is it? And this was what it was. So, um, it is what it is. I don't know. But you guys come up with any other ideas? This I showed you. That's my, pointed out the pump. So what I got. Um, what else could it be? I have no idea. But you guys, have a great day. I'm gonna go try to have one, and I'll catch you guys later.